What if I don't have enough time?
What if people judge me?
What if I look stupid in the class?
What if I disappoint my coach?
What if I pull something?
What if I finish last?
What if I get lost?
What if I'm just
What if it's too long?
What if someone judges me?
What if I started believing in myself?
Well, what do you think, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, your new sports line. Sports nutrition. Today is your day, right? Are you ready to take this whole business to another level? Get active, get fit, bring in athletes like never before. Let me tell you something. This moment here is a moment, we're about to hear, I'm going to introduce when a member of our scientific advisory board has come all the way from Switzerland. But before I do that, let me tell you something. This moment, as you know, if you've been with the NeoLife family for years, you know that this moment didn't just happen. It didn't just come about. This has been decades and decades in the works. Today may be a game changer in the sports nutrition market, but in reality, this is the accumulation of decades of research and product development to lead us to this moment. Now, as you know, we're already a leader, yes? Are we already a leader in the sports world? But here's the thing. Kendra believes in the team that we need to make our voices loud. We've got to let them know, because you're going to hear from athletes over the next couple of days. They're going to tell you that they've been searching and looking for answers, and when you look in the marketplace, you don't find those answers that are up to our standard, right? Yes or yes? And so now we're going to be bold. We're going to be loud. You heard that video? Well, we've got more videos. We've got more videos that will be among your tools in your back office in order to share the sports line. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But, this nutrition that fuels your inner athlete, this has been going on, as I said, for decades. We already have a lot of athletes who are using our products. If you go to neolifeathletes.com, you'll see story after story after story of athletes that depend on us and trust us as their source for nutrition. But it's not enough until every single athlete around the world knows who we are and what our track record has been for, isn't that right? Yes? So that's all, everything's coming together now under the NeoLife SPORT program. And I want to share with you, this is just, before I introduce our special speaker, this is just one of our recent athletes. And this sums up what you've been hearing over and over and over from the athletes that we have. And with this new sports line, what's going to happen is everybody's going to know, as I said. But this is Morten Anderson. You ever heard of Morten Anderson? Anybody Atlanta Falcons fan? Yeah? I'm a little ways from home, aren't I, to say that? But he is the all-time leading scorer in the NFL. He's played in the most games in the NFL. And this is what he called me 3 times in the last couple of weeks. Just so excited on his own. Now, I've been trying for 5 years to get this guy. I coached his son in baseball. He and I got to coach my son's first football team. Of course, I was just his assistant. But here's what he said about our products. He said, let me start by saying that I am not a paid endorser for NeoLife, not paid, not been even getting products from NeoLife as a sponsored athlete. He says, however, I'm a former professional athlete who has seen dramatic results over a relative short period of time since taking the NeoLife products. I began taking the breakfast pack. Can I hear it for the breakfast pack? Yes? Which contains a NeoLife shake and the Pro Vitality packet every morning. I've been doing so for more than a month. I feel less bloated, more energetic, and mentally sharper throughout the day. You know what, I remember, this long process. How many of you have taken years to try to get somebody on board, right? I remember having a conversation with him over at Pebble Beach just months ago, and he said, Josh, I like you, I think a lot of you, we're close, right? He said, but you know what, I've been approached by a lot of stuff. And he said, you know what, I'm going to research this, Josh. By golly, I'm going to stick to NFL. We have programs for athletes where we can go research and investigate Jerry Brassfield all the way down. He said, you want me to do that? I said, yes, I do. He said, are you sure you're confident about that? I said, yes, I am. So anyway, he did his research. He got started, and then he called me 3 times saying, oh, my gosh, those shakes really work. Oh, my goodness, that NeoLife tea is out of this world. Oh, my goodness, my joint pain's gone. How about that, right? So now he's excited, as we all are, to get started on the sports line now of products, of performance products. So that is a perfect segue into, it's because of her, it's because of our scientific advisory board that's allowed us to be at the cutting edge and to continue, though, to push this further and further. And so I'd like to, at this point, introduce a speaker who has come all the way from Switzerland to be with us. She has a PhD in biochemistry. She's a nutritionist. She's a health practitioner. She's an athlete herself. And she's established as a naturopathic nutrition and obesity management practitioner in Switzerland, and she believes strongly in the role and importance of complementary medicine as part of an overall holistic approach to healthcare. Now, she is fluent in multiple languages, and as I said, she's quite an athlete, as is her whole family. She runs middle-distance cross-country races, so don't try to challenge her to anything today, right? She'll leave you behind. So will you all help me in welcoming all the way from Switzerland, Dr. Diane Clayton.
Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. Something about you makes me wanna do things that I shouldn't. Something about nothing to prove and I'm bulletproof and know what I'm doing.
Hi everyone. Hi. This is really such an honor to be here, and I'm really excited to be talking about this new product range. I have to say thanks for that wonderful introduction, Josh, but you did get one thing wrong. I am sincerely not an athlete. I'm actually someone who's looking to find my inner athlete. That's been going on all my life. And if you see these two photos in front of you, when I joined NeoLife 2007, the lower photo where I'm trying to run was one of my first attempts at a half marathon. And I look okay, I'm not too bad, but I'd only just started with NeoLife. But 7 years later, this is the upper picture, 2013, I beat the time that I had in 2007. And every year, what inspires me is I think that you can, with the right organization in your routine, the right nutrition, the right nutritional products, the right lifestyle, I think you can improve. Everyone can eventually find their inner athlete. So it's really very much an honor and a privilege to come here to talk about sports nutrition, because it really is something that I'm striving. And it's part of my own personal goals to get it right. Anyway, so I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be a member of the NeoLife Scientific Advisory Board, and I really have to put the credit with my colleagues. I joined in 2007, and so many of the basics of this fantastic range of nutritional products were already there. The foundations were laid well before I joined in 2007. So today, great excitement. What we are wanting to do, what we're wanting to build on, is the organization of the fantastic nutritional knowledge, organizing the products and the nutritional expertise, and to bring that into a range of products that can be used to help you really achieve what you want to achieve, whether you're a professional athlete or whether you're just like me, an active person looking for your own inner athlete. So we do know, and we all know, that nutrition is key. Nutrition is the key to good health. And we also know that the quality of that nutrition, the fuel, the nutrients that you consume every day, they make the difference to make you get more active. So it's a vicious circle that perpetuates. When you get on the right track. So we believe that we've put together a range of products that bring the nutrition that works as hard as you do. So I'm going to go over this. I'm going to be repeating a lot this simple message about the power of nutrition and the power of NeoLife. So just to look at something that you may be very, very familiar with, and to talk about a little bit what everyone knows is important, is protein. We all think of protein. Protein is important for muscles. And with NeoLife Sport, we have a fantastic protein product. I'm going to talk in a moment in details on that. But we've also thought beyond protein to how we can help that protein better be used in the body. How can we even further support the use of protein? And just a word about protein. We all think about muscles, but we, as sporty people, as active people, we need to carefully think about protein for our hormones, for our hormonal balance, for our immune system. And as athletes, or people who aspire to be athletes, we really have to get these three elements right. And protein is fundamental to that. It's not just about muscles and muscle recovery, muscle building. That is extremely important, but there are elements beyond. And when we combine all the nutrients in a more sophisticated, let's say sophisticated but personalized way, we give ourselves, we give our body and our mind the tools to really succeed and to be our best. So I'm going to talk in a moment about the performance protein product and the support pack, as well as 3 other individual products that have a heritage already at NeoLife. But for sure, what's important for us, for all of us, however serious we are, is to train well, train to our maximum, and to compete to our maximum. And sometimes getting the competitive edge is, in terms of professional competition, the margin between winning and losing is just so close. So we've got to give ourselves every chance to succeed. But what we also want to do is to recover quickly so that we can go out and train again the next day. We've nevertheless got to respect our body, give it the quality nutrition and the nutrients that we need to recover. So what we have is a comprehensive program of products. We've assembled 2 key products and then 3 accessory products. And we believe that they really will provide a means to give you the extra support and to personalize your own program and your daily routine. So going on to basically saying a unique pairing and a unique pairing that we have is basically very, very high quality protein, bringing that excellent nutrition to you every day. I'm going to talk in detail in a moment about that. But as I said, an accessory support pack, which you can stack on to your foundation of Pro Vitality. I'll talk about that in a moment, but we believe that these 2 products now are vital support for you as active people, as athletes. What you have to remember is when you are being active, you're putting more stress and strain on your body. Everything, your metabolism, you're making so many more demands on your metabolism. So even if you have the vital foundation for health in the use of Pro Vitality, when you're burning calories so much, when you're trying to recover so well, you've got to provide a little bit of extra support, and we think the performance pack will do the job there. I'll certainly talk a bit more about those 2 in a moment. Now, starting with the protein itself, This is really no ordinary protein. This is the finest quality protein, which actually has been assembled with some very unique features. So it's a proprietary protein and amino acid complex that we've called muscle match. It has a special profile that does very much resemble muscle. And muscle has a particular profile. Muscle itself is very high in the branched chain amino acids, as well as other essential amino acids. So when we use NeoLife SPORT performance protein in skimmed milk, you get a full 26 grams of protein, which is an enormous amount, actually, of your daily needs. But not just that, you get a portion, a very useful portion of branched chain amino acids, which research over the last 10 years has shown are absolutely key to retaining lean tissue and for building muscle. And within those branched chain amino acids, you've got a massive 2.6 grams of leucine. Anyone I'm sure you've read the research in the last 5 years, so much research on leucine has shown that this is an amino acid from protein that is absolutely key to muscle building and also preventing loss of muscle as we age. So it's like the master of all amino acids in terms of muscles. It's really the master regulator. So NeoLife performance protein with muscle match brings you this massive amount of protein power, but not just total protein, its quality, its selective quality, with some very unique amino acids combined in just the right proportions. Another highlight is the content of glutamine and glutamic acid, which are central to so many elements of our metabolic activities, our cellular health. So whether it's our nerves or just our basal energy metabolism, glutamic acid, glutamine are key, and also key in protecting our immune system. So our gut barrier is protected by glutamine. Glutamine, in fact, is like a superstar amino acid as well, because it actually can be used as a fuel during sport. Not all amino acids from protein can, but glutamine can. So it's amazing. It's an amazing quality protein, good amount of protein per serve, good quality, excellent, many essential amino acids, everything you need, balanced, very complete, and also within NeoLife SPORT performance protein, you have accessory nutrients, because if you were to have pure synthetic protein on its own, without associated vitamins and minerals, actually you wouldn't be able to use it, because everything your body does with protein is to transform, to build, to synthesize energy. Everything needs enzymes, and those enzymes need vitamins and minerals. So even our enzymes are proteins, so it all starts there. Proteins, proteins need other things. When you give proteins those other things, everything works in your body. Additionally, extra chromium and magnesium to help with other kinds of problems that athletes have. Blood glucose control, cramps, extremely well formulated, and also not containing fructose in this formula. We have a new honey fruit sweetener system, which tastes amazing. The key is when people have competed, when you're trying to recover, it's useful to have protein as well as carbohydrates in a formula to get your muscle glycogen loaded again, to recover quicker. And this formula contains a really good ratio of protein and carbohydrate. And also, as usual, with NeoLife protein products, as with NeoLife Shake, a very low heat treatment process to protect the quality of the protein. And also, some of us have problems, and particularly when you're very active, people can have problems with digestive tolerance for certain proteins. And we guard against that by adding an extra support for digestion to improve the overall tolerance and the digestibility. And everything is there, but we've been careful to take away things that we don't need, that you don't want. And I think that is very important. Everybody starts to read and look more and more what is in the label, So really true to our principles, we really try to get everything out, put everything in that's natural, to get everything out that you don't want. And so there are no artificial sweeteners or preservatives or artificial colors. So everything about this product is so positive. And I have to say, the knowledge and the technology developed by my colleagues from the SAB in recent years has been this knowledge regarding the blood glucose, or the glycemic control zone. Now, what does this mean for you if you're an athlete? Now, in our daily lives, we all, we don't want to get the shakes, do we? We all want to have our blood glucose under control. And if you're an athlete, and I can tell you from personal experience, not being an athlete, but from trying to be, when I would go running at lunchtime, and I would go so shaky that I would have to walk downhill. And that tells me that I hadn't got my blood glucose under control. And what we know by combining the right kinds of protein with the right overall carbohydrate balance is that we can, and of course a little bit of fat there too, we can develop products that have this ability to keep you in this blood glucose control zone. But what's even more important for you to realize is if you control that, then you then keep your hormone, your insulin low. So you actually burn more fat. You get the ability to burn more fat rather than relying on glucose, carbohydrate during sport. So it's like it's getting you to become lean and mean. So it's all about this, how do you change your metabolism? How do you switch your metabolism to become an athlete? And one of the key principles is to switch, to be able to burn more fat, to get rid of that fat that you don't want to carry around while you're doing sport. So using this technology within NeoLife SPORT and this protein product is absolutely being key. And the basis, the foundation for this was there because of NeoLife Shake, because of GR2 before that. So the knowledge within the SAB is there, and that's why we wanted to channel this into the protein, the new performance protein. So very, very important. So on to the performance pack. Absolutely combating fatigue, assisting the metabolism of protein, assisting your overall ability to withstand stresses and strains, helping your overall cellular metabolism. So this is what this performance pack means. It's extra support to use the protein and to stack on to what you have as your foundation for health with Pro-Vitality. So we really think that this is an additional asset to your efforts to become even better. So the composition, and you can read this in the information that's around here today. But just a very brief word. I'll be, very conscious a little bit of the time. It's probably ticking on. I just wanted to highlight that each pack contains 6 tablets. And there are 2 endurance tablets, 2 Chela CM, which are minerals, mineral support, chelated minerals, a unique blend. We have also 1 sport B and C tablet, and classically we know the importance of the B vitamins for energy production, but we also know vitamin C is absolutely vital to up the levels to protect your immune system. People who practice a lot of sport can have a sort of a kind of burnout, which is related to over-fatiguing the immune system. There are other nutrients involved, of course, but vitamin C is particularly important to get a sufficient dose to prevent that kind of immune burnout. And then, of course, as I mentioned right at the start, everything's happening faster. You're pushing your cells, you're pushing the energy production processes, and you need extra antioxidant protection. And we have certain antioxidants in our body that really are very powerful. And I don't want to bore you with the biochemistry details on this. I don't want to spoil the fun of this meeting, but selenium and vitamin E definitely support our master antioxidant system. So we think it's great to have that extra in this performance pack. So additionally, as I mentioned, oh, sorry, I'm going too fast for myself. Everything's happening too fast for me. Pro Vitality Foundation, then, stack on the performance pack. And in a 30-day pack, you have 2 performance protein packs combined with 1 performance pack. So that's your 30-day supply, but you need to stack on with your usual Pro Vitality. So we have a heritage at NeoLife, and I know many of you have been using the products to great success. So even let's say everybody knows within their routine, within their own sport, what they need. It's about personalization. It's about finding what you need, and I think that people have had great results with using the 3 products. So we have, we have Enerzine, a particular energy-stimulating, unique blend containing amino acids, containing herbals to assist stamina generally. We have also Endurance, which contains liver and vitamin C, and which also delivers natural forms of very high-quality B vitamins to give extra support to combat fatigue. And we have another product, because part of also the lifestyle, balancing your lifestyle is also you train, but you must give yourself time to recover well. And recovering well means getting the right quality of sleep and getting regeneration while you sleep. And the product Biotone is there to be taken at nighttime to help the quality of sleep and to help the recovery processes in general. So I'm not going to go, I think, from a time point of view. Don't want to say too much about the detail of these products, but energy, endurance, recovery. So even more support and personalization is possible so that you can find, your own program, what you need. You may not like to use everything all of the time, of course, but you will discover, and many of you probably already know because you've tried and tested these products. You've tested Biotone. You know that they work. So there is a heritage, and it's about assembling, the heritage of what is there with NeoLife, the excellent expertise in nutrition, and about presenting it in a format that really you can work with, and that nutrition will work as hard as you. So here, actually, I'm just going to run through a little bit slowly and just let you read these ones. I'll just come back to what is absolutely key, and one thing that I think is at the forefront of everyone's mind is, are these products safe? And of course the answer is wholeheartedly yes, yes, yes. These are the products these products are tested so well. They're the finest quality products. I mean, you can really trust the science at NeoLife. There is no doubt. You can be absolutely sure that these products do not contain dangerous stimulants. And as I mentioned earlier, we've taken out a lot of, or we've avoided putting in, I should say, the things that you might find in products that are generally on the market. And these, in Europe where I live, I see them all the time. There are, all products are not created equal, and you should really look at the quality. We look always at the quality of the fuel we put in our car, and we need to do just the same with our bodies. We want our bodies to be like a Rolls Royce or a Jaguar or whatever your favorite car is. We want to give it the best fuel. We want to give it the best nutrients, and it's, nutrition has this power to help you really be your best. So definitely the NeoLife quality that you can trust. Also no GMO free, no GMO, we call them GM in Europe, I'm sorry. GMO is a bit of a foreign word to me. No genetically modified ingredients, for sure. And, really trusted products, really safe products. So with that, I will say that I would like to be able to do this. A few years ago, I think someone might have seen a photo of me on a surfboard on my belly. And that really sums up why I'm still looking for my own inner athlete. But I want to help you find yours, and I think I believe you're going to be better than I at discovering that. But I believe that, if you trust these products, if you work and learn how to make them work the best for you, you can get to this level of control, balance, power, recovery, energy, everything. So with that, I just want to say I'm just thoroughly overawed and completely delighted to be here. And thank you for the invitation. Kendra kindly invited me here today, and it's been amazing. I just so enjoying being here. Thank you very much. Thank you.